What are we looking at today? Olight Ostation X 3-in-1. Okay, so I bought one of these on Kickstarter. I did. And I was like, ooh, but I thought I got the AAA version. I didn't. I got the AA. And then the company was like, hey, man, would you like to do a review on it? I already bought one. So absolutely, send me another one. So they sent me one, and they sent me the original batteries, but they have now since increased the capacity from 21 to 2,500. I'm going to show you how this works. It's fairly simple, and you guys all know the battery chargers. You put AA's in, and they're just really junky. Well, this allows you to charge it any which way you like and kind of organizes it, and then it dispenses it. So let's open it up. I don't know about you guys, but some of my door locks, I actually did a review on one, but that's a LiPo. Some of my door locks actually use USB-A. Yes, AA batteries. And I would have much preferred this in AAA, but I do have some remotes that are AA, but everything has moved over to AAA. So everything you see in this video, if I could get this out of the box, would be the same exact thing for the AAA version, which I do not think has been released yet. Wow, kind of looks like Ultim. Inside of the package, you're going to get a USB-C to a USB-C. You're going to need this to actually utilize this and provide it power to charge batteries. And then you also get a user manual for this. The batteries that I originally bought are essentially 2100s. And they are nickel metal. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm always buying AA batteries. Like those Amazon boxes, it's so much better to get rechargeable, good batteries. So much better. And I'm not saying that because they sent this to me. Because again, I bought one, right? Like I bought my own. So when I bought mine on Kickstarter, they did not have the optional 2,500. And these are the newer ones. And looking at these side by side, you're not really going to be able to tell the difference, aside from it just saying 2,500 on the side. These are all the batteries, right? Just kind of unorganized, random. Let's start from the front. So on the front, we have your little dispenser. Basically, what's going to happen is you have these little tiny plastic things that the batteries go down. And then it goes into this section here that you don't really see. Now, I've seen the CES version or the one that they were going to release that was clear and it looked really cool. But you're not able to actually see what happens. Aside from it just going down, it's going to go into this section here and then it's going to charge. And you have three different indicators for this. If it is solid green, it's in the charging mode. If it's a loading blue circle, like it's spinning, that's charging in process. And then if it's fully blue, that means there's no battery inside of the tray and it is 100% done. Then you have this little tray. So what this is if you put a AAA battery in here, or if you put a battery in here that's not rechargeable, what's going to happen? It's going to spit it back into this tray. It somehow detects that on the inside. Now, oddly enough, it's only powered just with a power delivery USB. And I guess that makes sense because you could put a lot of power through a USB, and I would have liked to have seen some type of power brick. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on an 80-watt power delivery, and I'm going to kind of show you how this works. So your first slot here is to actually power this up, and it's going to light up that circle. And then essentially the second one, if you have the AAA one, you can kind of piggyback it or daisy chain off the second one, or you could charge a phone, you could do whatever you're running through this. It doesn't require a lot of power. What we should do though is test how much power that's actually draining. Let's see how much power that takes. There you go. And then we'll put the batteries in and we'll just kind of watch that. So on the top here, it does not matter the polarity of how you put these in. Automatically. You see, I'm just putting these in any which way. Does not matter. And this will hold 32 batteries. So we're going to close that. And you'll see there, again, we're looking at that little screen. And we're going to hit the button and see what happens, what changes. So it's draining about 12 volts at 0.3 amps, 3.5 watts. It'll roughly take about 2 hours to fully charge a completely dead 2500 mAh, and then essentially it spits it out on the bottom. So all in all, for a charger, it's a super cool device. It charges fairly quick, 2 hours for a completely dead 2500 mAh to a 100%, and then it kind of just spits it out on the bottom, like you see here. The only thing I would have liked to have seen was some type of display on the front to show me, hey, this battery is charging, or it's on to the next one, 2 of 4 done. Would you like to eject it? But you can't actually do any of that. Basically, once it's in the tray, once it's charging, it's just so intuitive how no matter how you put the battery in, I feel like the AAA version of this, they're going to sell like hotcakes. There's nothing else on the market like this. Literally, even AA ones. It's just AA are kind of dead. There are things that use AA servos for RC the cars, the controllers. But me, myself, I use more AAA than I do AA, and I cannot wait for that. So I would recommend this. Check out the link in the description down below. If you have any comments, suggestions, just go ahead and leave it down below, and make sure to subscribe for the future video of when I get the AAA version, because I am 100% going to buy that.